doing today? Pop here with Pop's Wisdom Talks. Well, we had a nice little front blow through this morning, late last night, early this morning, and cool things down just a little bit down here in South Texas. Got a little shower, not much. A lot of people around us got some pretty good rain, so that's good. So it's kind of cool out here on the back porch, and I thought I'd come sit out here. I had a little task chore I needed to do that I thought maybe you'd like to kind of sit with me and see what I do and how I do it. Basically, in some of my other videos I've put out there, we've been doing some bird hunting. Dove season opened a couple of weeks ago down here in South Texas, so been taking the granddaughters and grandson-in-laws and what have you out to go bird hunting out at the ranch, and had a good time. But after you do that, then it's time to got to keep the guns cleaned up. So I'm going to do a little oiling up on my shotguns, and thought maybe you'd like to see what we do and how we do it. So here's I smoke this nice premium cigar here. We'll go over what we do. There's a gun case, and we keep our shotguns in their cases so that they stay protected. Anyway, that's a Ithaca 20 gauge. I'm sorry, got to get my guns right. This is a Benelli 20 gauge automatic. It's a great little gun. We always check when we get a gun out of a bag, make sure that it's empty, no shells, and we had a lot of fun with this beauty. So what we're going to do, we got to oil this sucker up. I got some Lucas gun oil, old raggedy t-shirt. We're going to saturate this rag with some oil and just wipe this bad boy down. Get all the fingerprints and the oil, human oil off of it, and get it all cleaned up. So pretty simple. Just wipe it down. Wipe down the barrel. We don't want it to rust. This will be a collector's item one day down the road for my grandkids. I want to keep it in pristine condition. You know, firearms are a way of our American history. They go back before we were in America. That's why our Constitution ensures the rights that we can have them and keep them. They're a great tool if you use what they're supposed to be used for. It's very sad that we got a bunch of nuts out there today that haven't been raised properly, haven't been taught about firearms, and basically haven't been taught about love. I had another podcast, a video I put together about what our problem is in this country, and it's not firearms, it's not knives, it's not the cars that kill thousands and thousands of people every year. It's not the politicians. It's the heart. I talked about when I was a kid how when I went to high school, I'd carry my gun with me a lot of times in my car. Carry them in the pickups. Nobody bothered them. Nobody ever got hurt by them. Guns didn't go out and start killing people. But that's back in the 60s primarily, when parents still taught the kids right from wrong, godly principles and morals and values. So afraid we've gotten away from that, folks, and that's what our problem is I listen to all these shows about what are we going to do, and what's the answer, and how are we going to stop it? And these politicians getting up, this has got to stop. We got to stop it. And I want to say, folks, it ain't going to stop. It's going to continue. We got these people that have hate in their heart. They don't know what love for their fellow man is. They don't know what love for God or from God is. They haven't been taught right from wrong from the time they were babies. We've let all kinds of radicals into the country that are preaching all kinds of radical hate stuff, and it's so sad. I remember back when I was a kid, man, living. America was a great place to live, and I'm not saying it's not now. It's still the greatest country in the nation, and I mean in the world, but anyway. I'm not sure we can get it back, because we've raised, the last 50 years, we've raised up a generation, multiple generations of people kids that have grown up, that they're weak, they're soft, they're unpatriotic, they haven't been taught right from wrong, they haven't been taught the Bible or God's will. You know, you don't have to be a Christian to still be a good patriot or to be able to live under his ways and laws and rules or what have you, and still have peace and happiness in your life. Now, I'm not saying you don't need to be a Christian. That's the number one important thing in life. But if you just follow his teachings in the Bible, you're going to get positive results out of it. When you go against it, then you get the stuff that's happening today, all the bad talk, the rhetoric, the hate speech, the name calling, the backbiting, the dadgum, just total division, all that kind of stuff. That's so sad, isn't it? Isn't that a shame? God has a perfect way. All we got to do is read the good book and follow it, and we'll get the positive results. Anyway, so that's pretty much. Kitty cat. I got one little kitty here she just, or he, you little rascal. He's got to get up on my table and in my ashtray and get all around. Go play. Go play with your little sister. Anyway, we about got this one cleaned. Ooh, look at that residue. How about that? Let's get that stuff cleaned out of there. We want to take care of these guns. They'll last for a long time and don't rust. Get all marred up. There you go. That's pretty well done right there. Ready for the next hunt. So, take a kid and go out, go hunting. There's a way, even if you live in town or in the city, there's ways and places you can go. You owe it to your kids or your grandkids to teach them how to hunt, how to fish, how to camp, how to be in the outdoors. I've done all that, did it with my kids. Getting on up there now, and I'm got limited time on this earth, but I think I've done a pretty good job teaching my kids. All of my kids and grandkids are all believers, and we have a great family. And we like to enjoy God's gift to us. Good game management and good sportsmanship, gun safety, how to handle them. I hope you've enjoyed this little get together with me this morning. Sitting here on the back porch with me with old Pop. Maybe you learned something about keeping a gun clean. Get you a good shotgun. Go have some fun, get you some game. Eat it. That's some good stuff. Dove, quail, rabbits, turkeys, deer. That's what they're here for. So anyway, so much for now. I hope you have a blessed day. If you like this, let me know. If you don't, that's okay. Some people don't like guns. They don't want to have anything to do with them. That's all right. I'm not going to force you to make you, but it's really good for the kids and teaches them a good value and good ethics and how to be good, productive citizens of this great world, this great country. Anyway, I pray that you're blessed. Have a great day. Till I see you again. Pops out. Adios, amigos.